So we're back on this 2022 Lexus ES, I think it was 300 or 320, and new condenser. This was the one from the previous 2 or 3 videos I just made on this. This is the final video, I believe, unless a line blows out. That'll be interesting, especially since they would have to charge them 2 times to redo it again for YF refrigerant. So you could see where I started the vehicle. Now, if you look where you see the flat line, the low side and the high side were equal. They're exact same pressure. And then I started the vehicle, and then the vehicle kicked in the compressor, and you can see where the high side went up and the low side's going down, and it's not stabilized yet. It takes 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. It all depends on your ambient conditions, and it depends on the abilities of the AC system. All cars are different. And as it goes farther, you'll finally get straight flat lines when it stabilizes. So right now, we're stabilizing at, or at least it looks like for right now, 10 minutes later, it might be different. We're at 28 PSI on the low side right now. Let's see if I could zero in on that a little better and focus. Come on. Yeah, it's an Apple. They don't focus. And our high side's at 98 PSI. Let's go back here. And where have we been doing in our temperatures? Where are we at right now? I forgot the data log from the very beginning on the temperatures. But we're at 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Outside in front of the car, right outside there, you got a little roll around because you have the engine heat and everything like that. We're at 64 degrees, but it's actually raining out right now, and it's like 54, 55 degrees out. But we're under this little shed, and we have the heat of the engine and the car and the surroundings. And what happens is the hot air from the coolant and the hot air from the condenser goes through the fan, it hits the motor, and then it goes down and it hits the concrete. And because the fan is pulling, you have a negative pressure in front of the vehicle, and it pulls and wraps that hot air around, and it goes up and it travels in front of the bumper, and it comes back in. And if you see that yellow, see that little yellow stick right there? That's my temperature probe, and it's pointing down, and another like 12 or 15 inches downwards. My probe is way down towards the bottom of the condenser, where the hot air from the engine actually rolls around, mixes with the 54 some degree temperature air outside, and that's why we're getting this 64 degrees. Look, it went up a little, 65 degrees. As the engine and condenser heat up, more hot air wraps around, because we're not moving down the street. If I was moving down the street, it would be 54 degrees temperature it'd be reading. All right, so that's about it for this video. We are done on this. You have to see the previous 3 videos on this vehicle from the start, from when I had it under vacuum, and then the next video when I did a nitrogen pressure test, I did vacuum, then I did a refrigerant recharge, and now I did the testing and leveling out of data logging the conditions under which it is operating under these conditions. It looks like a 29 PSI. And Apple just doesn't want 101 PSI, and that's it. That is normal for this vehicle, a 2022 Lexus ES 300 something or 320. All right, see you guys.